Welcome, one and all, to the Intellectual Freedom Podcast, where we explore ideas that challenge the status quo, expand your perspective, and empower your mind. I'm your host, Dr. David Hopkins, humanities professor, and I invite you on a journey of thought-provoking conversations as I step out of the college classroom to discuss, analyze, and critique all aspects of culture, society, and politics that impact your life today and have the potential to reshape your future. So welcome to a podcast that stands for the power of intellectual exploration. Welcome to the Intellectual Freedom Podcast. Welcome back, and I guess you could say that my topic today is kind of a life hack, but it's worked for me. I use it every day. I think it helps clarify how to take positive steps forward in your life. Whether you're whether you're a student right now, you're trying to excel in high school or college, maybe you're an adult trying to reach your full potential or make a career change, or heck, a retiree just looking to find purpose and meaning in ways to invest your time in retirement. But here it is. Drum roll, please. Challenge yourself to be process-oriented, not goal-oriented. I want to say that one more time. Challenge yourself to be process-oriented, not goal-oriented. This may sound kind of like an anticlimactic, oh, that's it. But if you follow me on this to the end, I think you can walk away with some insights that you can apply literally today. Whether you're stuck in a rut, looking for something new, or maybe you have something right now that you need to get going on and get done, I think this will help you. So for me, I like to organize my time around themes in the year. Sort of into the 100-day challenge thing right now. The clarity of this is total process oriented, and it works for my rather simple brain to get things done. For example, I completed a 100-day push-up challenge, just a few weeks ago, where basically you start with one on day one. You start with one push-up, and every single day, yes, every single day, you do just one more push-up. It was super easy. Do one on day one, do two on day two, do three on day three. It's easy all the way up to day 50. Because I do stay pretty fit in general, but by day 75 or so, it was pushing me to the brink. But the crazy thing is, I did it. The gains physically were very noticeable, but the gains mentally were more important. And before the 100-day push-up challenge, I took a 100-day coding challenge where I took on Python. Well, what a humbling and challenging experience that was for a humanities professor to study Python coding. I mean, look, it didn't make me a master Python coder, but now, after 100 days of it, I have a pretty deep understanding of one of the most frequently used programming languages in the IT world. And it's almost a must for understanding large language models and programs like TensorFlow used in large language models. And so, which was the point of it for me all along. The key is to push yourself a little bit more every day. That's process oriented. I don't have any more 100-day challenges for this year right now, but I like to set up targets that are very process driven. I get things done this way. Goal setting. I mean, that's fun and cool, but building process driven tasks that are done daily or weekly is how I get stuff done. I'm a very day by day, task by task person. So I'm excited to jump into this podcast. So today, if you're not that type of person that's process oriented, I want to challenge you as you're listening to me here to be process oriented and watch things in your life change dramatically. That's my challenge to you today. I think in many ways, we're often told to do the opposite. You've probably heard it 1,000 times. Set clear, specific goals and success will follow. In the corporate world, that annoying buzzword in your annual review, SMART goals, SMART goals, SMART goals. You know what I'm talking about. Even right now, we're a long way from December and the new year and the ridiculous New Year's resolution and how pathetically bad people almost always fail at them. I mean, we fail miserably at goal setting. I don't want to pretend that goals don't matter. Let's not throw out goal setting completely, as yes, there's some truth to having foresight and planning to set goals. Goal setting requires you to define an objective, to try and lay out a course, and that can be motivating, at least in the short run. But let's start with the basics of the conventional wisdom of goal setting. Goal setting is the process of identifying specific, measurable objectives that you want to achieve within a certain time frame. It gives you a sense of direction, a target to aim for. It all sounds good, but why does it fail most of the time? Why does this seemingly excellent thing, in theory, not work very well? Well, there are a number of reasons why. Maybe you have found, and I know I certainly have found, that just setting goals comes up short time and time again. First, goals are often too arbitrary or they're unrealistic, setting us up for disappointment. We're far too often in our mind. We go through emotional periods, you and I, of incredible energy and passion. And we have these grand ideas and grand plans, and then we fall back into laziness and despair. But then we get again that wild hair to set a goal, which by nature focuses on an end result, but far too often overlooks completely the daily grind, the journey. It's the grind. It's the day in and day out stuff that we need to focus, not on big picture stuff. As big picture goals are often way too far out in the future. Things too far away lack a sense of urgency. And I can let this slide today because I can get caught up later. I'll start that diet tomorrow. I'll do that homework over the weekend. I'll get back in the gym after vacation, etc., etc., etc. And what I know that I need is a daily task, a process that requires me to do a little bit every single day. And here's the key. As you hear my voice, what you do every day needs to be a little bit more every single day. Whether it is one more push-up or 1 hour of coding or reading 10 pages from a book today. You need, and what I need, is to take one step at a time, over and over again. One little baby step every day, even when we don't want to. Because if the task is small enough, anybody can do anything. Anybody can do one push-up a day. And if you can do one push-up on one day, you can easily do two. And if you can do two, then you can do three. Think about it. Change out of my push-up thing because I've been obsessed with that the last 100 days. But if you would just read 10 pages from a book, 10 pages from a book every single day, by the end of the year, you would read 3,000 plus pages. Heck, anyone can read 10 pages a day. That can be done if you're a fast reader in 15, 20 minutes. Maybe even if you're a slow reader, that might take you 30 minutes of time. But by the end of the year, by building that process into your life, you would knock out a book a month. If you knock out a book a month in the span of 3, 4, 5 years, intellectually, you will be superior to probably 80-90% of the population that barely even read one book a month. You get the point. So if you tick off a calendar, did that push-up today, wrote that code, read those pages, or did X amount of homework daily, and you track it, and you check it off. You got to check it off a calendar or an app or wherever. You need to physically check it off. You build the habit. And if And if you don't do it, you're not going to sleep well after a while. Trust me. If you don't do it, you want to check that thing off. It feels good to check something off. You physically have to build into your process. Got it done, got it done, got it done. Versus setting a goal, I'm going to do 100 push-ups by the end of 3 months. Man, that is too easy. It becomes too easy to take a day off when you set a goal that's out there 3 months in advance. Or, I'm going to read 12 books this year. How many of you have had a New Year's resolution? Many have tried New Year's resolution. I'm going to read more. I'm going to read a book a month. Book a month club. But life gets going. You get behind. And then in a couple months, you start thinking, I'm going to read like crazy over my vacation. I'm going to get back on track. And you don't. Because study after study and poll after poll of people who set these far off goals but don't build a daily process into it, they don't do it. Also, sure, we can sit down and goal plan. But life happens. Happens to my students every single week, every single semester. Life is unpredictable. Your circumstances change. Your priorities shift. Sadly, in this world, bad things happen to good people all the time. Such is life. Those things that are out there, they don't get accomplished. That's the reality of life. That's why goal setting fails so often. It's too much in our head, and it's not enough movement of our physical body or flexing the muscle in our mind. I know we often joke about goals gone bad or those that start a grand plan on a whim and they fizzle out in a few days. I've had them, and I know you have too. These goals like, I'm just eating way too much sugar. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to stop eating desserts so I can lose weight, and I'm going to start tomorrow because sugar's bad for me. Then you show up at the office the next morning, and it just so happens that a coworker's birthday happens to be on that day, and someone brought in one of those beautiful box cakes that are loaded, and I do mean loaded, with sugar and frosting and deliciousness. Now, be honest, how many of us have said, starting tomorrow, I'm not going to eat sugar, I'm going to go on my diet, then had an event the very next day, and then again told themselves, okay, I'm not going to start today, but I'm definitely going to start tomorrow. The weekend I have engagements with this, and so actually I'll start next week. I mean, it's comical, really, when we think about it. I've been there, and you've probably been there too with goal setting. We all have. Because when our goals go awry, it leads to frustration, burnout, even a sense of failure. And this isn't good. This is not good at all, because we find ourselves questioning our abilities or even our self-worth. I know people that struggle with their weight or their dieting or kicking a habit, whatever it is. It's not good. I mean, think about it. We set up some theoretical goal from our mind that is out there somewhere, maybe to lose 50 pounds in a year. We get sidetracked or fail a month into it. Then we bang ourselves up. Then we beat ourselves up mentally for years about how we suck and we can't get things turned around. Heck, that failure often can lead to those internal horrible thoughts like, I knew I couldn't do it. I should have never wasted my time in the first place. Then we can become, then all of a sudden we get another wild hair and we try it again. Goal setting can be a roller coaster. And it can lead to just plain old self-loathing and hate, even at its extreme. It's not good for you. Not good for anyone. Doesn't matter if the goal is weight loss, going to the gym, getting better grades, whatever. You need a better process, a better way. And I want you just to challenge yourself to shift your focus just a little bit. Just a little bit to being process-focused. Here's the twist. Being process-oriented is an alternative path, and it's often overlooked. So here's the process. Processes are building blocks of success. They're just giving you a roadmap, tiny little step-by-step for consistent growth. So you might be thinking right now, well, this just sounds like YouTube motivational influencer mumbo jumbo stuff and not really all that different from goal setting. But hear me out for just a second. The key is how process-oriented people, they shift their focus to the journey rather than the destination. So here's 6 takeaways why this shift will benefit you. Number 1, when you prioritize your processes, you design a structure that aligns with your core values and your long-term aspirations. And when you focus down to daily or regularly, you ensure that your actions align with your vision. This alignment is going to foster a purpose and motivates you, as it's much easier to focus on just one day or 1 hour or one meal or any one task than trying to do something for weeks or months or years and years. Goals seem so far off and we get disillusioned with the goal over time. But today, well, it's just today. Anyone can do anything for one day, and I know you can. Number 2, these processes are the building blocks that lead to consistent progress and growth. They're going to enable you to make tiny, little improvements, so much so that many days it doesn't even feel like you're really making progress. And you learn from every experience, though, and helps you to continually refine your approach. Unlike goals, which may have a fixed endpoint, processes are ongoing, and you can adapt to changing circumstances, and it can stay relevant. Number 3, sustainable habits and lifestyle. Goals sometimes lead us to a hit and run mindset. People work intensely towards a goal, then they lose momentum once it's achieved, emphasizing processes. And when I say they hit a goal and lose momentum, I can almost guarantee if you've been on a diet, you have lost weight at some point. You hit a goal or you were on your way to hitting a goal. But what frequently happens is the weight that you take off, you lose focus and you gain it back, and many times you gain back more than you lost the first time. See, when you emphasize the process, you're promoting development of sustainable habits and a positive lifestyle. When you prioritize the daily actions, you create a lifestyle that supports long-term success. You start to do things reflexively that are good for you, that are pushing you forward, and you start to feel bad or off when you don't do them. This is powerful. Number 4, let's focus on external validation. It's sad to say, but goals are often tied to external markers of success, like accolades and pats on the back or wealth. Relying solely on these external outcomes, it's going to lead you to disappointment. And it's going to lead you to frustration if they don't materialize as you expected. And they don't materialize in the way that you want because people don't necessarily see things exactly the way you do. But on the other hand, processes shift the focus to your internal growth and development, or doing the little things day in and day out when nobody is watching or expecting anything. I can guarantee you one thing. I was a member of Powerhouse Gym here in Tampa, Florida. Those of you that from Tampa know this is a really intense gym. I mean, shout out to Powerhouse. Love that place. But there's some real strong monsters in there. And I mean, externally, people see them going out on the town or whatever, and they are huge. And yeah, they get external validation. But what everybody doesn't see are those early mornings, those late nights, those weekends when nobody's watching. They're in there pounding weights. They're dedicated to the process, especially when nobody's looking. Number 5, adaptability and resilience. As I've kind of mentioned, life is full of uncertainties, and goals, they're just too grand. I mean, they're not easily adjusted. So they're often just flat out abandoned out there. They're too far, they're unattainable when life happens, which life inevitably does happen. But when you emphasize processes, you become more adaptable and resilient. I'll give you an example. The push-up challenge. Adding in one additional push-up every day until I did 100 in a row without stopping. Well, by say day 85 or 90, the entire process still only takes a few minutes. Total. So if I wake up, and that was the goal, right away in the morning, do them right when I wake up. But there's days I wake up a little late. Can't knock out my push-ups in the morning because I'm rushing around. I easily could adjust the process for that day by simply tweaking the schedule a tiny bit. I can find 3-4 minutes somewhere in the day if it's not right away in the morning. See, when you are process focused versus goal focused, you can pivot and navigate through challenges that show up every day. It's much easier to shift things around in every single day. It isn't huge or grand or big. Sure, the final day, the final goal is huge. There's not many people my age that can knock out 100 push-ups in a row without stopping in quality form. So the final goal looked incredibly impressive, but the micro goals in between, they're minimal increments. And mentally, when I'm working on say day 90 or 95, it's like, well, I did 95 yesterday, so I can easily do 96. I can easily do 97 the next day and the next day. But as you're in the midst of it, I could flex and bend on any given day just so I get it done. I only needed to find 3 to 5 minutes every single day. So when you have a solid foundation of actionable steps, even if circumstances change, I could get them done, and so can you. Number 6, process orientation encourages learning and mastery. We have to do things over and over and over again for our brain to cement something. It's a growth mindset, where the emphasis is on learning and mastery rather than achieving an outcome. It's a big difference. This mindset fosters continuous improvement, innovation, and willingness to take risks, all of which are crucial for your long-term success, whatever goal you want to take on. How do I say it? A process mindset builds stick-to-itness. That goal setting just doesn't touch on. So for me, this one is key. I'm a big proponent of 100-day challenges that I mark off a calendar every single day. I complete the task. I've had some great success with them this year. And heck, maybe push-ups or a physical challenge isn't your thing. That's totally fine. Maybe you're a college student right now and you need to get your grades up, or you want to get them up because you have bigger goals and plans of graduate school or transferring to some other institution with a certain degree. Maybe you should try a semester-long challenge of studying a minimum of 2 hours every single day. Now, maybe that's way beyond where you're at right now. Okay, start with 1 hour a day. Oh, maybe that's too much. Try 45 minutes. Whatever it is, set the process in place. Do it for one full semester. Commit to doing it every single day for one semester. See what happens. You know your situation. Find something. Build a process, a daily process. Keep it small. Keep it simple. Don't make it complex. Just one simple thing every single day. I think it will next level whatever skill you want to build. But also, it's going to build general mental muscle that will benefit you. Because there's people that just go at it. They don't let things distract them. They just get stuff done. That mental muscle is not embedded in everybody. And you can learn that skill, and it will benefit you for the rest of your life. You'll start to become one of those people that just get stuff done. You know that type of person. You've probably seen them. I know them. That type of person is respected. People want to be around those type of people. So push yourself out of your comfort zone. In summary, emphasizing processes over goals, it works. It works because it provides a very holistic and a sustainable approach to achieving success. And when you build a structure based on your daily actions that align with your values and your aspirations, you create a roadmap for consistent growth, personal development. This process-oriented mindset, it'll foster adaptability, resilience, deeper sense of fulfillment, making it a powerful approach to navigating life's journeys effectively. So here's the keys. Here's the key, guys. When you master processes, you become fluent. When you become fluent, you transcend where you're at. And who knows what you can do when you go at it, whatever that is, every single day. I think what I like most is that processes force you into action. Goal setting, to me, from my experience, it's just too much in your mind. With processes, you're continually engaged in doing something. And that's what propels you forward. On the other hand, just focusing on goals, it just leads to overthinking, indecision, analysis paralysis, making up excuses. Forget that stuff. Get out of your head. Focus on the here and now. Processes make you do that. If I've learned anything over the years, it is that action is the key to success. There you have it, y'all. The case for being process-oriented instead of goal-oriented. Now, don't get me wrong. Goals have their place, but they're not the end-all. They're not the be-all. It's the actions. It's the processes that are going to get you going and get you to the finish line that will ultimately shape your life. So let's embrace the power of processes. Set up a system that works for you. Take on something new. Use it to get in shape. Read a book a month. Build a business plan. Get your financial house in order. Raise that GPA or do whatever it is that you have that's just burning, that you have, and you know what it is. It's a burning desire that you know you need to get done or you want to get done, but you just never seem to get past that goal that's been sitting in your head. Put a process in place. Tiny, little, baby steps every single day. And yeah, I did say every single day. Then go at it, celebrate the journey, enjoy it, and remember, action is that antidote to stagnation. Success is in the mastery of consistent, purposeful processes. If this has your mind thinking on something specific, solidify it. Post it on the comment section on the Substack page. And of course, you can find that link to get over to Substack in the show notes. And I wish you all the best in becoming process-oriented, not goal-oriented. Thank you for listening in today. I hope you've enjoyed this episode and leaves you with something you can take forward and utilize in your life. Or maybe gives you a new perspective and understanding. You know, if every single day we just pick up a little bit of insight, knowledge, or spark of curiosity, then by the end of the year, we'll be miles ahead of where we are right now. So I encourage you to continue nurturing your curiosity with an open mind and an open heart. If you found value in our discussions and want to stay connected, don't forget to hit the subscribe button wherever you listen to podcasts. By subscribing, you never miss an episode. Oh, and one more thing, consider subscribing to my newsletter. A link is provided in the show notes. I publish articles, discuss books I'm reading, provide curated content directly to your inbox, and it's always free 100% of the time. And just as I despise being spammed in my inbox, I promise I never sell your information and I won't abuse your time by sending you stuff constantly. So as we wrap up today's journey, remember that the pursuit of knowledge and understanding knows no bounds. Keep exploring, keep questioning, keep pushing the boundaries of your intellect. Together, we're creating a community that values ideas and fosters intellectual freedom. Until the next time, keep your mind open, your heart curious, and your spirit free. Thank you for being part of the Intellectual Freedom Podcast.